decided to do a little pick a pile sort of thing just as an experiment to see how that would go. Um, we have your three piles here. Find the section of the video that corresponds to whichever pile speaks to you, and there is your reading. Enjoy. Hello, welcome to pile one. Just had a few cards jump. Again, feel free to pause to read. All right. So, you didn't get something you really wanted at this time. If you feel stuck or feel like things are not going according to your plans, know that something bigger and better is coming. It's something filled with divine magic that couldn't come into your life if you were to receive what you were asking for now. You will soon be surprised and grateful for how everything happened the way it did for you to receive better and greater. It is all adding up in your favor. Trust the process and know things are unfolding for you. And we have something deep within you tells you that something is not quite right. Trust it. If you are unhappy in your life, change something. It is entirely up to you. Stop making excuses. You are in control of your own life. Very interesting start here. Let's get a focus on this. Feel free to pause. If you're being asked to honor your worth, it can be so easy to feel that we aren't good enough or worthy of happiness. This simply isn't the case. However, you are worthy and you have the inherent value. It is time to cherish yourself and see your true worth. It seems like perhaps there is a lack mindset here with this stack. It seems there's probably a case of someone being made to feel like they were unworthy for a prolonged period of time. Unworthy even of your own care and attention. I'll tell you, sometimes the universe just comes along and slaps you upside the head. You know, you can try and try and try to make something happen in your life, and it just refuses to work out. And on paper, it seems right, and in your heart, it feels right, and it just refuses to go anywhere. That's the universe saving you from bullshit. You're being asked to make a choice that you've been struggling with. It is time to decide which path you're going to take. Listen to your intuition, eliminate everyone else's input, and feel your way into the choice that's right for you. The time is now. Yeah, that kind of touches on our previous readings also. You're being asked to practice patience right now. It's not easy to do this, but you're strong, and there is a reason why things aren't aligning the way you want them to in this moment. Have patience. It will eventually work out. There's also something to be said for knowing when to stop being patient, and when you've gathered enough information about a situation to the point where you can make a choice for yourself. And tempering that choice with self-respect and self-love is of utmost importance. We also have create. You're being asked to connect with your creative side in whatever way feels best. This part of you needs extra attention right now. It needs to be expressed in a bigger way. That's something that we also touched on in a previous reading. I did want to mention it felt like perhaps there was some journaling perhaps that would be beneficial also. Artwork can really help, and it doesn't matter what type of, you can even reap benefits from, doing crafts or fiber arts, etc. It's something about being in your own little space. I think it really helps things along. This deck does not feel right for this. This is amazingly short, but it just doesn't feel like there's meant to be anything more. Okay, well, I think we're going to take the L on this one. No, it's this was just all that needed to be heard by whomever chose this pile. So we're going to move on and film pile 2. Be back in a moment. Hello, pile 3. How are we? Just going to get you some messages that you need to see. We've got... I will be doing something about this glare, by the way. It's a lighting situation. We've got Person of Earth, and we've got Fairy Tale. Provider, caregiver. Believe the impossible. Do you possibly have someone that you'd never imagine being able to obtain coming towards you right now? Looks like it might be. We also have the Pearl, emotional force, opening up, experiential wisdom, honesty, intuition. Most excellent. Yeah, if you have someone coming towards you that seems like your knight in shining armor, or your princess in high heels, if you will, yeah, definitely you will want to be opening up emotionally to them. The question is, are you ready? I mean, don't get me wrong, you don't need to spill guts on a first date or anything, but being open to starting or participating in those types of conversations, that's going to be a key element in a healthy relationship. So that is looking excellent for you. Very awesome stuff. I just get the feeling that someone's very scared. Maybe you already know who this person is. Maybe they're attempting to move toward you and you're just not quite ready emotionally. And maybe you're questioning yourself a little bit too, and just your worth. Like, are you going to be good enough in your mind for this person? And it really does seem like, yes, the universe is saying you definitely deserve what is coming your way. So please take it if you're led to do so. Let me see if I can get anything further. Things are going to be turned in your favor. People that were against you all of a sudden will be for you. Ideas, creativity, promotion, contracts are going to come into your hands. So it looks like 2024 just might be phenomenal. Because we're not only speaking about a love relationship here, but, you know, we have work mentioned as well. I would share that card with you, but I don't feel like it resonates for this. Let's see, what do we have? You must forgive if you want to be free. Do it for yourself. There may be something that you're attempting to forgive yourself for. Or maybe you've had a past with this person that's coming towards you with renewed intentions. You know, it's hard to say. You'll need to apply that yourself. What do we have? And transform. It seems like perhaps a relationship that has been one thing in the past has the potential to be something much more healthy and well evolved upcoming. Calling for transformation of the energies. You know, who's to say who you are in this situation? You could be the one that is hesitant due to the past. You could be the one who's moving forward with renewed intention. I can't pinpoint that, but you know who you are. Just want to see. This is very interesting. I don't think it's calling for detachment from this situation. More detaching from the outcome and don't push it into a goal. It seems like maybe this is for the person who is, you know, acting with renewed intent. Make sure your heart's really in it. Make certain that you are not going to re-break the heart and spirit of whomever you're going toward. It seems like detaching from the outcome will be your best bet here. All right. I think we are finished for pile 3. Thank you for joining me. Have a nice day. Hello, pile 2. Hope all is well. Going to get some cards. Now is not the time. And yes. See, I don't know what thoughts you may have been thinking at that point. You do. Now isn't the time for what? I don't know. Yes to something else? Probably. Probably that. All right. Well, that was helpful and descriptive. Oh my goodness. Yeah, there's honestly no way for me to read into that. That's gonna be for you to determine. And I won't be able to offer any sort of guidance on that, unfortunately. Let's see. So we have angel number 2121. Make sure you're watching for that in your waking life as well. We have that day you're waiting for will come. Maintain discipline. You're getting closer to your end goal. There is no need to overextend yourself. Guard your energy and remain focused. It will pay off. It's a climb, not an elevator ride. Trust in you. It looks like, you know, had something on your mind probably for a very long time, and just, you know, we're following on the same bent that we have been here of late. You know, we've got a teeter-totter dynamic going on. You know, even if you may have made up your mind in this moment, you know, now is not the time for that. And, you know, just gonna need to back burner that for now. In the meantime, you know, you can do some inner work. You can focus on just being the best stuck person that you can possibly be. But unfortunately, you know, if you can't make any movement, you can't make any movement. All you can do is what you can do. You know, I found some of the most helpful life advice to be the, the most simple. Because sometimes, you know, the saying "it is what it is" makes me want to scream. Because, yes, of course everything is what it is. If it weren't what it was, it wouldn't be what it is. So why that's even a saying, you know, it really irks me sometimes. But fact of the matter is, put quite simply, it is what it is. Sometimes there is no movement that can be made. We've got pay attention. You're being asked to pay extra close attention to the signs that you're being given, both subtle ones and the ones that can't be missed. These signs will help you see how to best move forward in order to live your best life. Yeah, that really goes along with the angel number here. You know, I understand it sounds insane. Do I still stop and think to myself every time I get a sign, am I losing my fucking mind? Trust me, almost every time I have to stop and ask myself, did that happen? But it does, and the universe is speaking. And, you know, all we can do is accept the signs for what they are. They are a gift, and they are meant to grab your attention. So next we have expand. You're being asked to expand. You live in a huge world with endless possibilities. Staying safe in the known is no longer working for you. It's time to make your world just a little bigger. It's time to imagine the possibilities and go for them. Now, I think this isn't directing to go full Monty in whatever it is that you have your mindset on as your next step. You know, it's just like, you know where you're going, so make preparations to make your going there easier. And, you know, the way life is set up, you know, who can jump? Who can really jump on anything? You know, we all have responsibilities and familial ties, and we have all of these things that hold us back. You know, it's not realistic to tell someone, jump right now. But jump when you're able. Get your ducks in a row. Prepare for eventual jumping. That's some viable advice. Excuse me, coffee. Okay. You know, I do feel like one more card. You must forgive if you want to be free. Do it for yourself. You know, there might be forgiveness of a lot of people necessary at this time. And I just recently watched a video that stated it's been scientifically proven that forgiveness is fake. I think forgiveness in the way that we think of it or we're taught about it, forgive and forget, I think that is fake. I think forgiveness in the way of forgive, never forget, and apply previous lessons to future interactions, but do not lower yourself to rubbing someone's nose in the past ever again about whatever you state that you forgave them about. I think that level of forgiveness is possible. And that's all the further forgiveness anyone should be expected to give. That's a very adult way of keeping people that have wronged you in your life, but just knowing, you know, just file that fact away. They have misspoken toward you. They have treated you poorly. You know, just some notes to take into the future interactions with you. It's not, you know, if you can keep yourself from bringing those scenarios back up in the future while still knowing these people have a penchant for this type of behavior, you know, I think that you've won, and you've done maybe not all that you can do, but you're taking good steps in the right direction to at least give as much as you can to the air of forgiveness. So I think this pile might be complete, and we're going to move on to pile 3.